Hey y'all. Ah, let's adjust this bad boy. Okay, maybe not. So I'm about to go live with Tom from Temptation Island. He's one of the stars of the show. And we're gonna talk about some of the things that has happened. Let's put on here. Let me send him an invite. How is y'all's? What is today? Tuesday. How is you? Hey, Jesse. Yes, we're about to go live with Tom. Oh, snap.
Hey, am I on? You can see me?
You're on. How are you?
I'm beautiful. How are you?
I'm doing good. Let me adjust this dag one.
Yeah, hold on. I'm still not seeing you yet.
Oh, you can't see me?
No, I could hear you, but it still says go live with Tula on TV.
Oh, Lord. Instagram is tripping. All right, let's see. Okay, Tom has left. Let's try to get him back on here. Instagram, don't be doing no weird stuff, okay? We don't have time for no weird stuff.
Okay,
There we go.
We're working. We're cooking now.
There we go.
I love the braids. You look so good.
Thank you. Yes, I had to put in a protective style because, listen, you know how wild my hair can get. I don't have time to do it every day.
I like the all natural though too. That's awesome.
I appreciate it, but you got to switch it up. Now I have to worry about my hair. But how are you? I have not seen you since we left the island.
I know. It's crazy. It's been over 6 months now.
Yeah.
Better part of a year.
Yeah, and a lot is going down as we are watching this show.
I know. Episode 8 tonight. It's really in the thick of it now. Like it got so different on the island. Like after the second elimination.
Yeah. And
there was just so many less people. There really was like a tonal shift on the island.
Like after the first elimination, it was a shift in energy.
Yeah.
So I have to ask the question. A lot of people. Okay, so far, and you guys, we are not giving away any spoilers. Just an FYI. If you ask, we will not answer. But if you do have questions, definitely drop your questions in the question box below and we'll get to them. But so far, we are seeing a lot go down on this show. Who brought who to the island? Did you bring Chelsea to the island?
No, I hate when people phrase who brought who. It was originally Chelsea's idea. She got reached out to by the producers. She told me about it, and then we watched the first season together. And it was like a series of discussions. So we talked about it. We each had our reservations. She probably was a little bit more reserved than I was. But ultimately, we agreed to both go. It was a mutual
thing.
Decision as partners. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, so far now, I definitely have to say, in the beginning episodes, she was kind of like, oh, he's too flirty with other girls. This is, one thing I want to test him. But she was kind of flirting with folks too. It's so interesting because y'all got to see the bonfire clips. All we saw was what's in the house.
That's right. Yeah, I never really think about that because your perspective, you don't know anything at all that's going on over there.
None.
Yeah.
So it's been very interesting to see both sides because again, we saw you. I got to see, the progression that you made with Sophia and your reactions from the bonfires and stuff. And that particular last week's episode in particular was a rough bonfire for you.
Yeah. Well, it's that bonfire. It's interesting because the reaction they're showing isn't from that bonfire. It's that's a post interview when I have already seen them kissing. So yeah, so it's a little chopped up in a certain way, but after the last bonfire I saw where she's just being cozy in the pool and obviously there's chemistry there and I'm seeing that it had me worried and concerned that oh shit maybe I don't know what's going on through her head. Maybe it's a genuine thing. Maybe she's upset with what she's seeing. So I didn't know. So that's why I put a lot of pressure on the video message. And I really wanted to let her know, look, I don't know what you've seen, but I've been faithful. I haven't, I'm I'm just going through the process. You know, yeah, I'm trying to embrace the flirty side just to kind of explore it and figure things out, figuring out like if we're compatible or if not. But like, I wanted her to know, like, look, I love you. I want to be with you. And that's where my head is at.
Yeah. And her video was like the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah. Her video was kind of cold, a little less emotional. And that is actually what hurt me more than the previous bonfire. So, so like after I saw the bonfire with her just in the pool, I was concerned, and I had, because it looked like, all right, it looks like they're going to kiss. Like it cuts off, like as she's like, her mouth is by his chin. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to jump to any conclusions. Obviously my gut is telling me this, but also, you know, I'm aware that things are chopped up and edited in a certain way. And I was like, let me just not jump the gun, and let me send her this message and tell her just that I love her and care about her and that I miss her and that, you know, I'm being faithful. And so that was kind of where my head was at that time. Once I got her message back, and it was kind of, I think I say this in the interview after I got the message, is that like, it felt like she was kind of breaking bad news to me. Like in a way, not without actually saying it, but she was in a way saying like, look, you know, you brought me here. All we can do at this point is grow, and I can't go backwards. So I was kind of, that stung a lot. And that's kind of when, you know, when you see me like throwing the football and pacing, I mean, I was pacing a lot, because at that point I was like, I felt like I needed to speak with her, because the message, we were so on different pages at that point. I mean, probably we're on different pages coming into it, but at that point for sure. And that's when I was just frustrated that I couldn't communicate with her, because you know, like every relationship, the most vital ingredient is communication, and now we're being stripped of it and put in these potentially isolated compromising compromising situations. And it's like, if I can just talk to her and like we could see each other, then we can kind of get back on the same page and understand where each one of us is coming from. So I was frustrated that I couldn't do that.
Now I have to ask, because again, watching it, it's like I'm watching this with the world. Like, I only had one perspective while I was in the house, but now watching it, it seems like out of all the couples so far, you and Chelsea are both kind of like, well, y'all both are catching feelings for people. Like, both parties are catching feelings for people, and it's like, well, can he get mad? He's doing the same thing. Like, oh, I didn't know that you and Sophia had a little cheek kiss during the camp. What was that? The camp date?
I don't remember what date. I think that was the
date when we all went paddleboarding, and the first date that I went on with Julian.
Yes, the kayaking paddleboarding one. Yeah.
I said, oh, we had a little cheek kiss in action. Okay, see, I didn't know that took place. And then, you know, you rubbed on Sophia's butt, and it's like, okay, well, he's getting a little cozy with Sophia. Chelsea's getting a little cozy. So it's kind of like you said. What did you say? He was like, I played myself.
Congratulations, I played myself. Yeah. And I guess, I don't know if it's probably a little bit of a mixture of my own arrogance and also a combination of like just faith that like she loved me so much that like I didn't really think that she would fall for someone else. Like, I knew there would be flirting, and I knew there would be, you know, dancing and partying and drinking games, truth or dare and stuff like that. But when I saw her in the pool, and it was like a real, like, I mean, more than chemistry, but like genuine feelings, like someone's falling in love almost. And so it was kind of like, you know, I didn't expect that, and maybe that is arrogance, I guess, but like, if I thought that was, that could happen, like I didn't want to risk our relationship. I thought this was to build us stronger together and help, and not like tear us apart. So.
And some people asked some questions. I put on my sticker on my Instagram story earlier. Some people had some questions for you. So someone said, what? Okay, we're not going to say. Someone said, what did that couch do to deserve to have that football thrown so hard?
I took it out on the couch. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry for the couch. The couch was durable though. It withstood it.
Yeah. So instead, would you go on Temptation Island if you had to do it all over again? So far, without giving up in at this point so far, would you go on Temptation Island?
Yeah, I'm not one. I never believe in like having regrets. I feel like, you know, you are where you are, and everything, all your past experiences help formulate and form the person we all are at the moment. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, hindsight's 2020. Of course, in hindsight, I think I would have done things differently. I would have approached it differently. I would have kind of made sure that we were, Chelsea and I were on the same page at the time, and you know, there's things I would have done differently, but I would, but that's just with hindsight. That's with everything, you know, like yeah. Anything, any time, you know, you got to take the, like failures in life and trials and tribulations, those help build you to who you are now. So if you were to say like, oh, anything I ever lost, I wouldn't have played that game because I lost that game. It's like, well, no, like losing that game help build you up to be stronger and better. So you kind of need, these trials in life to kind of help grow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so far, I think that again, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but so far, I think that you have been playing it pretty well. Like you were respectful. Like I'm not getting the vibe that you're like overly flirty. I feel like you're fun. Like, y'all, Tom is fun. Yes, he's the oldest in the house, but he does not act like an old man. Like, whenever I hear people be like, oh my gosh, he's the oldest in the house, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but he low-key is like, has the youngest heart, I feel like, in the house. Like, he has the youngest spirit, I feel like.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you, Tula.
You're fun. And even like your personality, to me, it's not flirty. It's, you can hold conversations, like you're fun, you know. Now granted, if you do like someone, like obviously with what we're seeing with you and Sophia, you get a little bit flirty with her, but I've never felt like you were flirty in a sense where it's like sleazy, you know, like it's your personality. You talk to people, you network with people, like, so I kind of cringed a little bit like watching some of the earlier episodes, because I'm like, whenever Chelsea would say he's too flirty, I'm like, do you not like his personality? Because it seems like that's just your person. Like, you're not super flirty in a sense, you know, at least that's my perspective on things. But we definitely see a bond, you know, it's starting to form with you and Sophia. And again, for those who are joining in, we are here with Tom from season 3 of Temptation Island. We're talking about just what we've seen so far in the show, where he's at right now, without spoiling anything. If you have any questions, drop them below. We'll be on here for a couple more minutes. But yeah, we are seeing a connection with you and Sophia. And I personally, I mean, again, I don't know Chelsea, but I think you and Sophia are starting to like mesh a little more. She's allowing you to be yourself. She's allowing your personality to come out without you feeling guilty about that. Walk us through just the dynamics between you and Sophia so far.
Okay, yeah. Sophia, her personality is very infectious. She's just got such a great energy. She's very exuberant. She's just fun. Like, you know, like you guys did the dance together. Like, that's just who she is. Yeah, you guys killed it. You guys killed that dance. I loved it. And like, so I like that when people have that good positive energy that are just want to have fun and like love everyone, just, you know, like live and let live, and just she had that. And so yeah, I mean, once I took her on, I mean, it was my second date, but once I took her on that first date between she and I, like I was kind of like sold. I was like, yeah, I had so much fun with her. I wasn't even interested in taking someone else on a date.
Yeah.
Because we just vibe so well. And, you know, she's fun. Like, you're going to see tonight that they played the trailer already of us, like, wrestling. And, like, you know, it's just, it's fun.
Yeah.
Nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, you guys, yeah, I love Sophia. I literally love all of you guys. I miss you all, and tonight we're definitely going to see some more. I think tonight they're going to show another date. Definitely going to see you guys doing the bubble wrestling in the water. I don't know what else is going to happen in this next trailer. Oh, there's some more drama with the throuple, y'all.
Yeah, it's so interesting because for me at this point, like, I felt kind of like how you guys are on the outside of the bonfire. I felt a little bit on the outside of this whole throuple drama. Like, I didn't realize. I mean, I knew what was happening, but I didn't know like the extent and the details and all these little things that we're seeing. So it's kind of interesting watching it play out.
I have to ask you, because I feel like one of the big pivotal points was the talent show. When Alexis planted that kiss on Kendall, I feel like that broke the barrier, like within the house, like, oh snap, like these girls are not here to play games. Did that do something within you? Like, did that kind of like give you kind of like that, okay, well, maybe I can get physical, or maybe I can open up with this experiment? Did that moment do anything to you?
Not to me, like specifically. It didn't change like any paradigm I had about the experience, but it did kind of change the tone a little bit in the house, because before that it kind of was like we were all getting to know each other, so everyone was kind of still, you know, we were meeting all 12 of the singles. You guys are meeting each one of us and each other. So that kind of like broke the ice with like, we're here, you know, not for a long time, for a good time, you could say. And like that kind of really, I think, changed the tempos for everyone in a way. It was kind of like, all right, this is like, you know, we're here not just to kind of like go through the motions, but to actually have, you know, a real experience and try to meet people and
yeah. Well, before we go, is there anything you want to say or want to clear up to those people who are tuned in? People are saying too, you looking real good, real Tom Cruise like right now.
Oh yeah, really? Oh yeah, I do say Tom's got the Tom Cruise look going on, looking good. Thank you, Sierra Dale 1. I appreciate it. No, I mean, you know, everyone enjoy the show. It's only 5 more episodes left, so it's really getting to the nitty gritty. You know, it'll be easier to like answer and clear things up once it's all done, because it's hard to do so without like giving spoilers and without, you know, kind of showing which way the story's leaning. But one thing I did want to clear up, which I kind of already did, was that how that part where they show me very upset is after I've seen them kissing, not before. So I think like that kind of is misleading, because it looks like I'm really upset that they're just hugging and being flirty as well. And it's like that's not the case. It was after I saw them kissing, and then that was my reaction. Yeah.
Well, all right. I will see you tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
You guys make sure you watch. Hey, Nicole.
Nicole, what's up? Love you.
Temptation Island tonight. Tom, I'm going to do a Tula Unfiltered back on here. Usually I go on YouTube, but I'm going to come on Instagram tonight. So if you see me live and you want to jump on in here, please jump on in here.
I would love
I know tonight is about to be another juicy episode.
Awesome. I will.
All right, Tom, I'll see you.
All right, Tula, love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So, yes, again, watch Temptation Island. It's a brand new episode coming on tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have a feeling tonight's going to be another really good show. I hope they show tonight's date. I have an idea of which date it was, and I'm not going to give anything away, but I just hope that they show some of our adventures, because it was definitely some adventures taking place. Again, I'll be back on here immediately following the show. Usually at 11 p.m. I would go live, but the show's been running a little bit longer, so you may see me on here around like 11:05, 11:10-ish, but we're going to take Tula Unfiltered here. We're going to be talking about what we see tonight, get our reactions with everything. And let me see, is Nicole still on here? Nicole, girl, are you on here? No, she's not on here anymore. But yeah, I'll see if she wants to jump on here later tonight. But you guys, again, thank you all for supporting, for watching the show. Like, literally everyone that signed up for the text message marketing or just to join my tribe, thank you guys so much. More to come with that. And yeah, I'll be back on here. Enjoy your Tuesday. Damn, Ken, no, not Kendall. Ken, no. Yeah, Kendall has definitely given us some spice this season. Child, it's a lot going on. But again, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. Just continue to tune in, and thank you all for the support. All right. Love you guys. Peace.